Hi, my name is Jenny Porteous and I'm a wellness facilitator. So doing the work is a phrase that floats around a lot in the personal growth and healing world. So I thought I'd just delve into it a little. So doing the work means taking purposeful steps towards self-healing, self-improvement, and ultimately self-love. It means taking a good look at ourselves to become aware of who we are and where we're at and where we'd like to be. It's about becoming truly present with ourselves and our emotions and sitting with our emotions, meeting them and acknowledging them when we feel triggered, rather than wanting to run away or distracting ourselves. It's about facing the things that we don't usually want to deal with, like pain, obstacles, and challenges. And it's about overcoming these things. It's about facing them, dealing with them, overcoming them, and healing them. We need to stop burying these inside toxic relationships or distracting ourselves with social media so that we don't have to face things. And there is no point in shoving our pain down with food or trying to drown it in alcohol because our demons know how to swim anyway. So these toxic patterns may numb us or distract us for a while, but ultimately they leave us feeling worse off than before. And our wounds are still festering underneath because we haven't dealt with them. We haven't healed them. Doing the work is also about self-mastery. It's about mastering our emotions, mastering our thoughts, and mastering our actions. It's about taking responsibility for ourselves and our lives and not blaming and shaming others. And in this way, we'll have mastery over ourselves and mastery over our lives. Changes in our lives will only take place if we start thinking different thoughts, which will evoke different feelings, and this will encourage us to take different action. As Albert Einstein so accurately said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. You can't expect things to change if you keep repeating the same old pattern. It's about choosing a different response so that you get a different result. So just take a moment to pause before reacting when you feel triggered. If something triggers us, it's an indication to look deeper and gain an understanding into why we react the way we do. Through self-reflection and acceptance, we can release those emotions that disable us and lead us towards self-destruction. This leads us to seeing ourselves and the world around us in a different way and helps us to move forward in a much healthier way. Sometimes it takes time to shift old patterns and we all get caught up in emotion. So sometimes it's better to rather take a step back and press the pause button than reacting in that moment when you feel triggered. When you feel triggered and you want to reply or react to that text immediately, say to yourself, no, I'm going to wait until I've calmed down. So when you're in the middle of a heated argument with someone you really care about and you're absolutely triggered to the max, press that pause button so that you have the opportunity to choose a different response or to choose a response rather than having a knee-jerk reaction that isn't going to resolve anything. Take a little time out by removing yourself from that situation for a little while if you can, and just allow yourself to recalibrate and come back into your center. Focus on your breathing to calm yourself down and come back to the conversation when you feel ready and less reactive. So I'm going to share a breathing technique with you that I love using in my own life and I just find it so effective. In fact, I love it so much I share it in most of my videos, so you can try it yourself and see if it works for you. And what you do is you take your hand and place it on your heart. Then you think of something that makes you feel really, really good inside. Swimming in the sea, being with your kids, playing with your pets, whatever it may be that really lights you up. Then you're going to breathe in for the count of 4 and out for the count of 8. So why this method works and helps you to really calm your nervous system down is firstly, placing in your hand on your heart brings a sense of safety into your heart. It's called heart-brain coherence, and it just helps to calm your whole nervous system down. Then thinking of something that makes you feel really good inside, you can't help but feel really good inside. Yeah, I always think of Mauritius. It just lights me up. Lying on the beach in Mauritius, sipping on mojitos. Yep, that's my dream. So then the breathing, doubling your out breath engages your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your calm nervous system. So it helps to calm you down to double your out breath. So you can try this actually. Besides trying the method, just feel breathing in, feels like this fight flight. Breathing out, you can feel like the sense of calm taking over. So try it and see if it works for you guys. A good way to help you calm in the situation when you're feeling so triggered. Acting when your cortisol and your stress levels are really, really high is not going to resolve anything. It's only going to cause more drama and chaos. Because when you are triggered, your thinking brain goes out the window. Your frontal cortex, your thinking brain disconnects, and your reptilian brain takes over. So rather wait until you're plugged in again and thinking clearly. I know that this isn't easy to do in the moment, guys, so just keep practicing and persevering and you'll start seeing results. If you fall off the horse, just get back up again. Doing the work also looks like having those difficult conversations instead of avoiding them. I'm sure that we've all experienced this at some point where you have certain things to discuss with somebody, but you're petrified of doing it because you're so worried about what they'll think or how they'll react, and you're so scared to rock the boat. Say those things, ask those questions. It doesn't matter how the other person reacts as long as you come from a state of love and peace. This is your healing journey. Facing our fears and the things we don't want to think about and look at shines light upon them and lessens their power and influence over us. This helps us to break old patterning and enables us to change our thoughts and behavior. There are so many methods we can use to achieve this, and meditation and mindfulness is a great one. It helps us to feel way more grounded, connected, and present. Meditation also engages your alpha and theta brainwaves, which are your calm and creative states. And it helps to bring in clarity and awareness, which we wouldn't have perceived in day-to-day thinking. And awareness is the key to understanding ourselves and how we react to the world around us. So it can help us move from a reactive state into a much calmer and more responsive state. Journaling is another good one. Writing down your thoughts, feelings, and experiences of the day will help you to become more self-aware. It'll help you to discover more about yourself and to uncover when and why you react to certain situations in an emotional way. Part of journaling is to read what we've written over time and see if it still affects us strongly. And often we find that if we begin to write down our feelings and our thoughts, that they start having less power over us. Again, it's about awareness. The more aware we are of what we're thinking and feeling, the more we have the power to change that. By acknowledging and confronting and making sense of it all, we can learn and grow from these experiences. And we can choose to respond rather than reacting from our old self-preservation patterns. Working on ourselves enhances our lives in so many ways and improves the quality of our lives on every level. We become less reactive to life, and we will also become more aware of what works for us and what doesn't. And it really helps to heal and deepen our connection with ourselves and others. And guys, we can't force others to change and do the inner work, but working on ourselves will certainly help to shift our relationships with others. It can take time, guys, so just be gentle with yourselves. These patterns didn't form overnight, and even when you've done a lifetime's worth of work, there's always more work to do. The good news is, guys, is that once you take that step and start working on yourself, you will start to feel less angry and irritable. You'll certainly be a lot less triggered, and you'll be able to cope better with life and feel a lot lighter. Working on ourselves and facing our stuff may seem really painful and scary at times, but so is being stuck in old patterns. So I've given you some tools which you can work with, but it sometimes helps to work with somebody that can guide you through this. And the healing modalities that I use in my healing practice can help you with this. So if you'd like to work with me, you can contact me through my website, which I have listed in the description box. Wishing you all the best with your journey.